let's understand about fork. We know what is fork. Fork is basically something which creates a child process. That means you have parent process, and from the parent process we are creating child process. So in this case what happened is that using weight we can basically suspend. Now weight system called when it is used to suspend the parent process and make the child process to get executed. So parent process will get suspended using the weight until the child process completes its execution. So weight is nothing but is a system called which is used by the parent process for what? To pause the parent process execution until the child process finishes its execution. And then you have the exit which is basically used by the system call in order to terminate the process which is basically there. Two cases you have to understand, that is when weight is not used. I told you already that when I am writing for making the child process to run first, what I do is I call the wait. But let us see what happens if we are not using the wait. Two conditions would happen. Zombie condition, yeah, you heard it right. We have the zombie, right? The zombie condition, and then we have the orphan condition. So these two conditions we have to understand, the zombie condition and the orphan condition. So now we are going to basically understand this two condition, that is a zombie condition. So zombie condition occur when you are not using the weight and the child finishes before the parent, that is the parent is still running here. In this way the zombie process is creating, that is the parent. First step is what the parent actually calls. The parent actually calls the fork. Then, but what happened is that the child process get finished executed and it basically goes to exiting. But what happened is that the parent is still running. Parent does not call the wait and it is still running. So what happened to the child? The child becomes zombie and it is considered to be harmful. Zombie is something that's considered to be a dead process, actually a dead process, but it can still enter to the process table. So since though it is a dead process and it is still entering the process table, it is harmful. That is why we call it as harmful, because it basically wastes the process table entry. In this way the dead process will still enter to the process table. Since it is still entering to the process table, it is considered to be harmful. This is harmful. So when the child process, when the parent process is still running and the child process finishes before the parent process, this condition is harmful. But this condition, that is the orphan condition, where the child remains there, that means the parent finishes before the child, right? So parent creates a child and it exits. It finish exit and the child is still running there. In this case the child become orphan, but it is not considered to be harmful here. So this is the two cases, zombie case and the this case which is called as the orphan case. This two case we have to understand.